Here's one more example for the one-to-one property in 3.5 day 1. The last one that we had for one-to-one property was an exponential equation. This happens to be a log equation instead. So we're going to, the approach is fairly similar as far as that you want to have the same base. And good thing to see here is that they're all they all have a ln as far as the log goes, and so that will make things straightforward for us. One thing we're going to do with this one first, though, is we're going to use the log properties and condense this. This side needs to be put together. This side, the 2, needs to go as an exponent on the 3. So we're going to put those together. That's going to be ln of x minus 2 times x plus 5. Because remember that multiplication and addition go together in terms of the log properties. Over here, we're going to have ln 3 squared, so that's ln 9. Now, once we have just a single log expression on both sides of the equation, then we can actually get rid of the log. That's what the one-to-one property does. As long as we have the same base, we can get rid of that log. And so now we're talking just x minus 2 times x plus 5 equals 9. Now, this one, what we want to do from here is we want to FOIL and we want to move the 9 onto the other side. If we do all of that, skipping over some of the details, then what we'll get is x squared plus 3x minus 19 equals 0. And now we've got a quadratic to solve, which we've done plenty before. You can try factoring first. This one unfortunately does not factor, so you'll probably have to go towards the quadratic formula. But I'm going to skip over those details again because really we're just looking for how do we solve a log equation. We don't really care about the quadratic formula, at least in this one. But if you use the quadratic formula, what you find is two solutions, approximately negative 6.11 and approximately 3.11. Now here's where we have to be really careful and error check this, see if either of these are extraneous. So we got to plug them in to the expressions that we have up here. The main thing that we're looking for is, do either of these become negative or 0? If they do, then we have a problem. So this negative 6.11, if we do negative 6.11 minus 2, that's going to make that negative, and it's also going to make this one negative. This isn't going to work. This negative 6.11 will create an undefined situation for logs, so that one is gone. The only one that we're going to have is this 3.11. We can check that through there. If it doesn't make it go negative, then just punch it into your calculator, see if it checks out. We're going to be good on this one, so 3.11 is our solution for this log equation. Now, I've said this before, if you get an extraneous solution like this, please don't erase it. Just cross it out like I have, because that means that you found it. I can tell that you found it, you did the right steps, but then you decided it was extraneous. And so that tells me a lot more than if you are erasing extraneous solutions.